You know, you give them 3 or 4 descending notes and they turn right back around and make another lap.
Get him, guys. Get him.
Ducks Unlimited Television is presented by Drake Waterfowl Systems, innovators in waterfowl hunting.
Hello again and welcome to Ducks Unlimited TV. I'm Ashley Horvitz. For many seasons now on DUTV, we have relied on Higdon decoys to bring the ducks and geese in close for our cameras. In this episode, DUTV co-host Doug Larsen travels to Paducah, Kentucky, the home of Higdon Outdoors. Doug shares time in the blind with members of the Higdon crew, discussing DU's partnership with the brand. He also investigates some of Higdon's most innovative waterfowl hunting products and what makes them indispensable in the field. You don't want to miss this, next on DUTV.
I've always said if a group of ducks come in and they're backpedaling right there and landing in the decoys and that doesn't do it for me, I'll quit hunting. I look forward to this hunt all season because the Higdon guys are so blessed to have what they've got here, not only just the Higdon farm, but be able to test their gear and innovate their products and do things, you know, right here at home. You can see these guys, their minds are working all the time. They're always thinking about how to make things better, how to tweak things, how to do things differently. And, you know, I'm one of those guys. I wake up every morning thinking about what I can do differently to make my duck hunting better and more exciting. And, you know, so it's great to be with like-minded folks here.
Today we are in Ballard County, about 30 miles west of our headquarters there in Paducah, and we are at the Higdon farm. Higdon farm is where we cut our teeth, we develop products here, come up with ideas, and we enjoy some good company with great friends in the duck blind.
Come on, come on, come on.
Get him, guys. Mark. Max. Good shooting, gentlemen. Take that all day long. That was pretty. They don't have to do it perfect, but if we are in that duck and he gets in here, when you see orange feet come down, time to shoulder a shotgun.
The passion for innovating in this business, watching the birds react to it. Come up with a cool concept, you put it out there, and then you see that bird come down and literally just get right over it and land on it, and just, you can tell that they recognized it. No, I think anybody that hunts waterfowl, I mean, we all know that if you hunt waterfowl more than a few days a year, you're gonna beat your stuff up. I mean, your zippers will break, and your bungee cords will break, and your decoy strings will break, and your decoys will crack and do whatever. I mean, it's just part of the deal. You're dealing with ice and bad weather and throwing stuff around.
Get him, guys. Max.
Well, they were bobbing and weaving through there, weren't they?
That was good.
Well, when they get squared up in this hole, they have a hard time getting out, don't they? We've had some, absolutely had some birds flying. I mean, all of a sudden, it's been a lot of birds in the last 45 minutes. You know, almost bordering on the chaotic, but it's been a great day and a great hole.
Waterfowl hunters are notorious for beating a bunch of stuff up, and here at Higdon Outdoors, we're definitely one of those people. We're tough on our gear, we like to have a good time, that's why we're here. We're not out here to baby products. We're gonna use them. They're tools, they're not toys. We always try to innovate new products that solve issues, but also are gonna be more durable for our customers. Last thing we want is our customers to get to the field, ducks are flying and the product fail. So it's super important, it's number one, durability. That aspect is key for us. It's gotta look good and it's gotta last a long time.
Ducks Unlimited Television is presented by Drake Waterfowl Systems, innovators in waterfowl hunting. Mossy Oak Shadow Grass Habitat, the official camo of Ducks Unlimited. Browning Firearms, the best there is. Native Nurseries, hand-selected, hand-grown plants for wildlife. Higdon Outdoors, quality, customer service, innovation, that's Higdon. Mossy Oak Properties, America's land specialist. And Ducks Unlimited celebrates 15 million acres conserved.
Shoot him, Brooke.
Well, it's a really good thing that it only took one shot because I had one shotgun shell. The weary mallard duck. That duck wasn't perfect. He tried to set up a little far on the left side, but he did it. Feet down in the decoys, back flapping over decoys. So guess you can't complain a whole lot. That was a lot of work for one mallard duck, but I'll take it.
So waterfowl history in Ballard County runs deep. This place used to be the Canada goose capital of the world. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of Canada geese here anymore, but there's a lot of ducks. It's a special part of the Mississippi Flyway due to the fact that we're at the confluence of the Mississippi and Ohio River.
Ballard is a migrating and wintering grounds for waterfowl. You know, we're catching birds going north to south and south to north, you know, both as they migrate through. And we try to provide opportunity both through moist soil management and row crop production for a wide variety of species.
We talked to Josh at the check station yesterday, and people were getting their birds, and we're really happy. It sounds like they have a number of really, really good blinds in a large area, and it's some place where the public and hunter can go and expect to have good success and be treated fairly and well, and and good for the state of Kentucky for doing that.
There we go.
Feather float.
That is what we're here for. Over the rail and in the pail. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you making our morning.
Yeah, and at that WMA and at that refuge complex, DU is very involved with the upgrade of their water management system. That's one of the great things that, DU has people on the ground that are really good at being able to move and control water levels so they can optimize the duck production that they get.
Kentucky decided that they wanted to improve Ballard. There was kind of an untapped resource here. They knew that their infrastructure was failing, so they had a wetland review with the help of Ducks Unlimited. They wanted to take a holistic look at the area and decide as far as management, hunt strategy, infrastructure, what direction they needed to go.
The Ballard County Wildlife Management Area is benefiting from the DU project because they're planting more food, they're holding more water, they're putting in water control structures, and overall, it's only going to make this area more rich with waterfowl.
Kentucky's the bluegrass state, known more for its thoroughbred horses and bourbon than waterfowling. But the fact is, Kentucky has a storied waterfowl hunting history and is wintering home to thousands of ducks and geese every fall. Part of the Mississippi Flyway, Kentucky provides important wintering habitat to waterfowl that are produced in the prairie potholes and on the Great Lakes. Mallards, black ducks, wood ducks all congregate throughout the state, and especially in the western delta portion. This area is loaded with bottomland hardwoods, cypress and tupelo breaks, moist soil impoundments, and agriculture. Ducks Unlimited has conserved nearly 13,000 acres throughout Kentucky over our history, and our goal is to continue that trend by perpetually securing habitat across the state and ensuring Kentucky's future as a key North American migratory waterfowl destination. For more information on Kentucky's wetlands and how you can help by becoming a Ducks Unlimited member, visit ducks.org.
DU Insights is brought to you by Mossy Oak Properties. Find your favorite place at mossyoakproperties.com.
The ducks we're shooting here are not ducks that want to necessarily be in this hole. They're ducks that are traveling these 4 rivers, and just by racking on them with the duck calls and pulling on them, you can pull them in. And that to me is the highest form of duck hunting, is to make those ducks go someplace they don't necessarily want to be. And that's what we did here for the last few days.
The focal point here is the Higdon farm. It's a traffic situation in Ballard County. We've got a lot of ducks that fly over us. It's high visibility, it's big numbers of decoys, and it's a lot of motions.
It is a big spread. We're hunting traffic ducks, but we've got about 800 decoys out there and 60, 70 motion decoys. There's a lot going on. It's hard for them to fly by and pass it up.
You really don't understand when you see it in photos. You really have to see it in real life. And a beautiful duck hole in the light is almost like a big outdoor cathedral. The ducks generally that we had here were hard to work, and I know most people get frustrated by that, but I love to have ducks circle the hole, because to me, the satisfaction is to have them play that game with you. A lot of the places I hunt, gadwall are difficult. You know, you might get a couple of spins around the decoy spread. We had a flock of about 9 gadwall roll by, and I thought the same thing. We called at him. I thought, this isn't going to be any big deal because it's gadwall. Brooke looked over at me and said, man, get ready. These gadwall are going to do it right. And I sort of scratched my head and thought, well, but it's gadwall. They never do it right. Holy moly, Rocky.
It's hard to beat that.
That was fun. Talk about happy gadwalls that want to come and visit. That was awesome. Good deal. Good shooting, fellas. If you're patient enough to let those ducks work the hole, and you can reach out to them on the corners, call minimally, you know, so that you've always got a couple more cards in your vest. It's so much fun.
Occasionally you're going to find yourself confronted with a great big spread, huge amount of decoys out, lots of guns and pits, a lot of activity, a lot of distractions. How are you going to train for that? How do you duplicate that? It's going to take group training, more dogs, more people. You're going to have to put out dabblers, babblers, and try to duplicate the intensity and distractions that you might confront on the hunt. So it's difficult to do, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, in this little scenario, I think we did create a little chaos, and that's what you're trying to do, to keep the dog on his bumper, not switching, all the skills that he's gonna need when he takes on that big spread. It's practice as we will play.
Duck Dog with Mike Stewart is presented by Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs. DUTV is powered by Zinc Calls, a champion in every call. Browning Ammunition, the best there is. Biologic, scientifically proven wildlife products. Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs. Tetra Hearing, more than hearing protection, it's hearing perfection. Closed captioning for Ducks Unlimited Television is brought to you by Mossy Oak Bottomland, the official timber pattern of Ducks Unlimited.
One of the great things about guns like this Maxus 2 and like a lot of semi-automatics that are made today is that they come both with spacers and with shim kits that let you adjust the stock so you can fit the gun to yourself. And that really does help a lot. With this gun, we can adjust length of pull. We've already loosened this with a Phillips screwdriver. It comes with spacers and you can build it up or you can remove spacers and get the length of pull right. A good rule of thumb is when you mount the gun, you want to have about 2 finger widths between your nose and the back knuckle of your trigger hand. Keep you from punching yourself in the nose. Most people can shoot a little longer stock than they think. As for the shims, those will adjust the drop, that is the height of the comb, which adjusts how high or low the gun shoots, and also the cast, which is the lateral bend, and which helps move point of impact left or right, or help some shooters get the rib aligned right under their eye. To do that, this gun takes a 1/2-inch socket to pull the stock off. Some guns take a big flat screwdriver, but take the stock off. And this is the shim, and this gun comes with several different shims. Each one will either raise the stock or lower it a little bit. Again, raising the stock raises the point of impact, lowering the stock lowers the point of impact. The best way to decide which shim you need is to take the gun out, mount it and shoot it at a stationary object. So, it can be anything. It can be a dirt bank, it can be a bed sheet, it can be a pattern plate, whatever, piece of cardboard. Shoot 2 or 3 times and see where your point of impact is as opposed to your point of aim, and then make the adjustment. If it's high, you need more drop. So then you find the right shim that goes back on the gun, and now you've lowered the gun, and then with the spacers, you've adjusted it so you've got the right length, and you've got a gun now that's more comfortable and a gun that will shoot where you look.
Ducks Unlimited's Guns and Gear is brought to you by Tetra Hearing, built for hunters by hunters. Calls, wings, or triggers, hear the hunt like never before.
I had a long talk with Ben the last couple of days, and it's really been great to be able to pick Ben's brain about some of the stuff that he's got going on.
We try to approach innovation from a problem-solving standpoint, and whether that is a decoy to make the hunting better, make it more realistic, or lighter weight, or it runs longer, or creates more motion, all of those aspects of hunting is what drives innovation and safety. Dog safety, gun safety, and not just the rules, but the equipment to help you be safe. And that's a new focus for us.
Get him.
Their wheels are grinding here at Higdon. They're thinking about these kinds of things, and it'll benefit all of us down the road. Look, it's late season. We had tough hunting, but by the time we get to January, I don't care where you are, times get tough.
Sun's out, wind's blowing. All you gotta do is add a few ducks. Should be good. We're pretty optimistic about what this afternoon's gonna bring. These birds are coming back in the afternoon.
We let some of these singles and some of these pairs that we have, they get out over the tree line. You give them 3 or 4 descending notes, and they turn right back around and make another lap. And after 3 or 4 laps, they'd make another lap the other direction, and it's like a terrific bullfight. There's a lot of pageantry, and it takes a long time, but then towards the end, you close the deal, and that, to me, is just the high artistry of hunting ducks over decoys.
Right side.
Okay.
Man, they did it vertically. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that really was. Like they were dropping an Arkansas timber right there. You probably felt at home.
You guys know this hole so well. When they started to come across it, Brooke said, "This is it." And I was like, how does he know this is the last lap? And then straight down. I'm like, oh. Well done.
We make products that help people turn marginal hunts into decent hunts and turn decent hunts into great hunts. So water motion is great for weary ducks and bad weather conditions. So if the ducks aren't close but they're flying over you, you've got a dog in the fight and they can see you from a distance.
You know, it's really a heartwarming and wonderful American success story that you've got this business here in Middle America that's doing a terrific job, putting out really quality products that hunters really enjoy and appreciate, and you've got a bunch of employees and families benefiting from it. You know, nothing could be more successful and more American than that.
Higdon Outdoors' future is bright. We've got a lot of great projects and a lot of great things in the work, new products, new people, new opportunities. Higdon Outdoors is just getting started with great partners like Ducks Unlimited. God willing, we're going to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and we can't wait to show the world what we're coming out with next.
Waterfowl hunting is a gear-intensive sport. Seems like you can never have enough new toys every season. From decoys and dog stands to portable blinds and motion systems, Higdon has got you covered. A special thanks to Higdon Outdoors from all of us at Ducks Unlimited and DUTV. Your support and partnership mean a lot to us. And thanks again for making every DUTV episode one to remember. In closing, please join us at ducks.org for great content, and see you again soon on DUTV.
We'd stop asking questions, we'd get this done a lot faster.
Oh, that was wonderful.